Alright, a little how-to here. In order to remove the connector to the firewall, they've got these little tabs, and what you can do is just reach a screwdriver in there and pull one, and then you kind of pull it out to the side a little bit and then do the next one. Just kind of work your way around, and then it just pops off. On the inside, we're just removing those connections there. This is all behind the glove box. I think you got 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 screws, and then 2 tabs up here, and then it all just pulls out. All right, so a little progress report on the GX. Got the side skirts have been removed. I just took the drive shaft out. Let's see what else has been done. I think I showed this before, but the connectors for the computer, I got those out as well. So those are here. Still working through how to remove the AC lines. I don't have the tool to evacuate the coolant out of there, or the refrigerant rather. So I either need to rent that or figure something else out. Let's see. Oh, I've got the brake lines here disconnected in the front on both sides. Let's see. I did order some 52-inch jack stands, like for pipe welding, and the concept is to put a engine hoist on the front and on the rear, and then lift the body up that way, and then suspend it across the 4 jack stands with maybe some steel pipe. I did just get the fuel tank cover off. Wasn't too bad. I broke a few bolts because it's just so rusted. It does look like I have a tank belt that's been broken for a while, so I'll have to order some more of those. Yeah, I need to figure out where to get some of those new bolts for the new chassis. The new chassis is purchased. It's at my buddy's shop. It's going to be delivered here soon, so I kind of need to get this out. There are some connections up in there that I've removed as well. I got the, I don't know if you can see it right here, but that's the fuel tank filler hose that goes up to the, I guess where you put the fuel in. I'm struggling a little bit with these brake lines up in here. There's just not a lot holding them on, so when I crank on them I bend the whole fixture, so maybe I'll have to cut those and just get new ones. We'll see. I think I'm gonna drop the tank next, and yeah, so far just kind of piecing it along, seeing what's connected to the body and then removing it one at a time. I'll tell you what, the frame is way worse than I even thought, so I'm glad I'm doing this. It was a good time to do it. So yeah, that's the I guess the progress from this week. We'll keep moving here. Oh, maybe the next thing I'm also thinking is I need to look maybe in the manuals and see how much, if this is an electrical linkage or a mechanical linkage to the transmission. I gotta think that this would be mechanical in some way. So maybe I'll have to dig into this. I'd really like to not remove the the trim, because it's probably prone to cracking like all of this is. Although I did look online, you can get a whole new dash for around 500 bucks. So, and I believe that's from Lexus as an OEM part, which isn't too bad actually. What do we got in the back here? I think I showed this in pictures before. It's where the body mounts are, in the placed by the rear passenger seats. Got the glove box there. Some other miscellaneous things. I found out my cabin air filter was pretty trashed, so I'll be ordering another one of those. But yeah, chugging along. Not too bad. Alright, a little bit more behind the scenes, I guess, here. Let's talk about how annoying it is to get this seat out. Let's see. So there's a couple bolts that hold in the rear driver's side seat. And this one is actually threaded from behind intentionally, because there's a like a prong that goes in here first when you install the seat vertically, and then you're supposed to get that installed and then fold it back. But you gotta be really careful not to get this clip caught on while trying to do these bolts, because the only way to get it unstuck from there is to have the backrest fold up quickly, and then it snaps up. A couple times trying to get it out, I locked that back piece in, and then had a heck of a time trying to preload the springs within the chair to get them to align with the bolts here. But that annoyance aside, we've got the location of the fuel pump down in here. See if I can get a light on to show that a little better. There we go. So as you can see, I've got the power line for the fuel pump disconnected. This wire goes to the back, which I already showed was disconnected. And I think, let me see, I'm trying to do the camera and the light at the same time. What's that? Oh, I have my light, buddy. Trying to see if I can drop it without disconnecting these fuel lines here. So we'll see if that works.
Turn away.
So I think actually a new plan is to see if I can hook up some chains to these chair, what do you call them? Chair fasteners, and see if we can make that the point that we lift up from. I think that seems like a reasonable idea. Kind of just want to try it. Let's see here. Yeah, so I might go grab my engine hoist and attach it real quick. See how that goes.